Then is now under a lot of pressure from Maxi in second position. Then we've lost Snap. Snap is out of the race. That's a huge smash then for Snap, and he is oh dear, that's a major problem for Snap, isn't it? And oh gosh, and then we got a safety car in this race. We got a safety car, and that is not good at all, is it? And goodness me, then so Snap is out of the race. Is anyone going to roll the dice then in this race? And that's going to be the question. I think the T Sammy's going to have to be coming in the pits, isn't he? Wow, it's only lap 4. It's too early, isn't it? It's too early for the it's too early at the moment then, I feel, to come in the pits there and go change tyres, I feel. But let's see. He's in the pits then, and so in the pits is Maxi as well. And what about Steve? Steve's in the pits, and everyone I think who's on the soft tyres has to come in the pits, surely. What about anyone else then at the moment? Is anyone else going to be staying out then? And yeah, so Timmy stays out, Matt stays out as well. As and now, so Timmy leads Matt in second position, and T Sammy is in third position at this moment then. And now then, it's soft tyres there, a bit of the soft tyre runs have been put on then. And then now then, they're coming out of the pits then, as T Sammy's on the hard tyres, and Maxi is on the medium tyres, Steve is on the hard tyres, Double is on the medium tyres, hard tyres there for PB, medium tyres then for Roscoe, Brown is on the hard tyres, JJ is on the soft tyres, but he's going to be changing to the medium tyres. Well, he's also changing the nose cone there. JJ is then, and that's good stuff indeed. Then Rizzle Sticks is also on the medium tyres, well, but JJ has just come out in front of Rizzle Sticks and those changing those cones there, and this is going to be a reprieve for Penny as well then. So let's take stock, shall we, on lap 5 then. Timmy is leading this race at the moment with Matt in second position then. Both of them haven't stopped yet, so of course, and so do not ignore the lap counter on the side there. Then those laps are wrong, they're wrong. And then we got Hog in a third position with him car 4th, and a Sprint in 5th position then. Harry in 6th position, and Fizzy in 7th position. T Sammy is the highest of the runners to pit. He is in 8th position there. Maxi in 9th position. Steve is in 10th position, and outside the points moment is a double PB Roscoe, Brown, JJ, Rizzle Sticks, and Penny. And now we're on board then with Timmy then is at the moment. Having issues there with the I think it was turn 5, wasn't it? It was turn 5 where he had a big smash indeed then, so we've lost 2 cars already, and at the danger zone as well, isn't it? Where it's at the danger zone as well of turn at 12 as well, and now then they're coming up to the line once again. It's a complete no lap as we're stuck behind Bert Mylander at the moment then, of course, because Bert Mylander there, of course, he's been a lot of races, hasn't he? Just taking a look there to see why there was some jousting going on behind there. But yeah, currently then we're behind the safety car because Snap had a big smash there to turn number 5 out, and the Red Bull is completely been written off there, and that's unfortunate for Snap. Then the other Red Bull of Roscoe is down in 13th position at the moment then, isn't it? And just having a couple of gremlins there, isn't he? Roscoe as well, but he has pitted there. Of course, the front of the I think it's the front 7 runners have not pitted, of course then. So yes, they're going to have to try and really stretch their legs, haven't they? Hog, him car, and Sprint now are going to have to really start to put the pedal down, isn't they, as well? Really, it's going to be really difficult indeed, isn't it, for those guys there too? Because the longer the safety cars out, the less time they're going to have there to change the to change those tires out. Sorry, I've just swallowed my tongue now. Yeah, change those tires out and get back onto the hard tire or even the medium tire. That's what I like about a new game, is you don't really know about the strategy, do you? So it's anyone's ball game. It's really much up for grabs, isn't it? So yes, it's going to be very, very interesting indeed to see what happens from here on in then. So at the moment, Timmy leads, Matt is in second position, and Hog is third. There's the safety cars in at the end of this lap. Then we are about to get going as well. You have to be careful then, because if you drive into the back of someone, you will get a 5-second penalty, or the car in front will get a 5-second penalty, which I suppose I'm not sure if that's fair or not, really, is it? I don't think it is fair, to be fair, but there you go. That's just the way it is, isn't it? Right then, so Timmy is now letting Byrne to go off into the distance then, and we'll be back racing in Australia then. So that's our first safety car of IRC Season 8 then, and I know, but I doubt it is going to be the last, and definitely isn't going to be the last then. Right then, as we're now coming back racing once again in Australia then, we are coming around the final turn then. And here we go. We are back racing here in Australia. And now, Timmy's on the pole start because Matt's all over him. Matt's all over him. Remember, these two came to blows last season in Australia. We're on lap 7. Matt, that's not a very good shot, is it? But he's got over there. But no, Timmy has got the advantage at the moment. Lovely shot here as well. Then. And it's a very overcast day at the moment, isn't it, here in Australia? We've got to get rain later on. Remember, we had a deluge in qualified every day. It was all on the intermediate tyres. And down into the Brundle turn again then. And let's see if anyone's pulling a move. It is to Maxi on the outside. Maxi on the outside, the pole sitter. I know it's out firing for the 8th position motor. And now Maxi is still in front of T Sammy at the moment in time. Incredible stuff there. Wow, really good stuff indeed then from Maxi then, and Maxi is through. Yellow flag, what's happening? And it's not sure what's happening then, but somebody's having to recover there as JJ's having some pole issues. Well, look in the background, it is Hogg and Himcar battling away at the moment as well, isn't they? As they fly through turn 11 and 12, and look up in front there. Matt is all over the back. And Timmy, where's Timmy? Timmy's on the outside. Matt takes the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. He's at the inside, and he passes it, and he moves up into the lead then. Has he got the pace then to pull away from this gaggle of cars then? And we'll find out in the next couple of laps or so then. And they come down into 15 once again. And Timmy is second position. Hogg, get a bit of oversteer there. Aston is after session there, as unfortunately he was out quite early on, wasn't he? Unfortunately, Aston was, and now coming through once again then to complete another lap here in Australia then as well then. And Matt leads. Second position is Timmy. Third position is Hogg. Fourth position is Himcar. Fifth is Sprint. Sixth is Harry. Seventh position is Fizzy. Eighth position is Maxi. Ninth position is T Sammy. 10th position is Steve. 11th position. Oh goodness me! Himcar has dropped down the order. Maxi is also past Fizzy as well. He's gone the outside. Maxi has, and he is through. T Sammy needs to start to get a bit robust there and overtake these cars. I think Maxi there is really becoming the danger man in this race there to clinch the first race win. Of season 8 there, I should say, of IRC then. Good stuff indeed then. I think Maxi, I can't remember, I think Maxi had a difficult race this time last season, didn't he? But he's having a much better race this time. T-Tabby having a look there, but Fizzy there slamming the door shut there, and of course they're not giving him any wiggle room whatsoever. Rizzle's in the pits then, so yeah, Rizzle's was the card added issue down in turn 5 then, and Hogg. Oh goodness me, we got Himcar is off the track there. He is on a smash at turn number 12. Oh dear, and it's a yellow flag in free then. Are we going to get a safety car or anything like that? We're just looking on the computer now. Is there going to be a safety car? Help for Rizzle sticks in, and there's no safety car yet then. Matt is still leading then. Hogg is now in second position. Timmy jumping down to third position. Sprint has now made his way back up into fourth position as well. Harry has now got the it's been enabled. Harry has now got Maxi, who is flying through this field like a hot knife through butter, and who is that T Sammy? I don't look on the inside of Fizzy. He's going on the inside. That's content. And now remember back in Australia. No, not Australia. Japan. It was Japan, wasn't it? And Harry is now. But look, Maxi's on the outside. Maxi is going to say he is very good at overtaking this. Harry is not letting through, but Harry is going to struggle on that curb there. He's got up on the curb there, and that's not optimal at all, is it? Oh dear, that's not good at all for Harry. Is it back on board then with Steve then, who is now going in front of T Sammy. T Sammy down to 9th position at the moment now for the world champion. Now it's not going all his own way at the moment, is it? For the Alfa Romeo driver. Goodness gracious me, 3 tenths of a second. And the gap is at the moment then from Timmy there with Sprint now just behind him as well, and back on board there with Maxi. He is flying through the field like a hot knife through butter at the moment, flying into turn 11 and 12, and you can see they're keeping it well off the curves at the moment. Look at the background. Oh goodness me, that was a Haas there. I think that was Steve, wasn't it? Giving him 4 beads. Hogg is on the outside of Matt, I think it was, but Matt's still leading. Steve is past Fizzy. He passes Fizzy. He moves over to 7th position there. T Sammy still behind. Yellow flag, safety, virtual state. Oh goodness me, there's 2 cars have gone. Roscoe and Brad have had a big smash. Oh my goodness me. Oh, there's wing damage everywhere. Oh gosh, virtual safety car, and the leader's coming to the pits then. So Martin's in the pits then, and Timmy still leads then, and the pit window is open. I love that graph, by the way. I need to move my track map, don't I? Oh goodness me then. So Timmy is leading second position. There's Maxi. Harry in third position. Where's Martin? There's the Alfa. That's the AlphaTauri boys then, and they are in and out, shake all about that. Doubles up to 7th position. Lovely 17 then. didn't see what happened there with Roscoe and Brown, but they did come together. But it looks like all that cars and them together anyway. Goodness me. And now then is Matt then in 9th position, has come out in 9th position, just in front of Penny, who's in 10th position then. And oh goodness me, we got drive-through penalty, he said, we got drive-through penalty for speed and under the safety car. Not good at all for JJ, and I think, I'm not sure what's in Rizzle Sticks in there as well then. So we're now back racing here in Australia then. Let's go again then. And now then it's Maxi who's all over the back of Timmy then. And now then we're just coming through as well. And then into the pits comes JJ is in the pits once again. He's done a nightmare race, isn't he? I think that was for the drive-through penalty, isn't it? Maxi is now coming up there. He is almost on the back of Timmy. He is almost going to take the lead here in Australia. Roscoe out of this race then here in Australia. What a shame now for Roscoe. What a shame indeed then as they come into turn number 13 as well then. And a lovely shot. Oh, is that T. Sammy's past Fizzy? He's finally past Fizzy. I moved over to 5th position, T. Sammy's, but look at how much deficit he has lost there. He's almost 3 seconds behind. Look at where Maxi is. He's almost trying to for the lead whilst T. Sammy with the traditional lime green helmet is down in 5th position at the moment, isn't it? He needs to get himself back up there, doesn't he? He needs to start to overtake these cars and get a move on, my good man. And oh, look at this, the two front, that's Timmy there all over the back there of Timmy as well. And now PB is past Double because Double's in the pits. We'll come back after a minute then. So Double's in the pits. Check. Oh, he's got speed. He's got pit lane speed limit infringement there for Double. Look at the background. Steve is also all over the back of Harry as well. The two McLarens are doing a cracking job under the highest constructor with first and third. Lovely stuff indeed. Then they're coming down to turn 6. Look at the background. There is Harry and Steve alongside him as well. Lovely stuff indeed there for both those two. And now then it's oh gosh, I've got a bit of a sweat on at the moment. Oh my goodness me! And oh, it's Maxi. I thought he was going to the back there, but of course he's a very well trained driver, isn't he? He knows the braking points, doesn't he? And we got 14 cars left then. Oh, the 19 is started, I should say, is him cars left for session, unfortunately as well, as he was also another driver who is in the bush. So that's unfortunate there for him car as well. And look at this then. So the one the gap is 1.3 seconds between Timmy and Harry. Between Harry and Maxi, it's 1.4 seconds as well. Steve needs to strike while still on his hot. So does T. Sam as well. Otherwise, this is going to be a pivotal moment here in the who is going to win the Australian Grand Prix. This is going to be pivotal, isn't it? Who's going to strike first here in this championship? And now Maxi is quick, as he is alongside. He takes the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. He passes Timmy and moves up into second position. Then good stuff indeed there from Maxi. Timmy down in second position. Harry is in third position. Steve is in fourth there with Maxi in with T. Sammy in fifth position. I'm getting the two mixed up there. Goodness me. It's like they have the similar names, isn't it? Now then, as we're just on board, Matt, and he is also trying to come back for the field. He pitted into the virtual safety car, didn't he? He was leading at one point, and now he's coming up behind PB. We haven't seen much of PB so far in the start of the season, have we? Because he didn't qualify, did he? As he didn't want to. I don't think he would use any of those tyres, did he? And I think that he's very much a tyre specialist, isn't he, PB? And Matt's having a look there at PB as they go into turn number 6 as well. But don't believe those lap counters, because Fizzy PB have done laps on those tyres. So yes, they do need to pit eventually. So they're out of position at the moment in terms of everyone else's strategy, but maybe later on that might pay dividends. And look at this, and Timmy, look, 1.4 seconds the gap is already, it is massive, isn't it? Timmy is second position, Harry in third position, Steve is right up his gearbox, isn't he? And look, there is T. Sammy as well, of course the champion into the pits. It's the first McLaren. It's Harry who's in the pits first, and we've also got Matt who's past PB as well into turn number, Harry there is full of a problem for Harry. He is just being very cautious there, going into the pit lane speed limiter, which is a new rule for IRC this season, isn't it? And Petty has got past Hogg as well. There he is, Petty there, siding his way around for the field, but Hogg is coming back up the inside there, and they go side by side, going down the pitch there as well. Where's Harry? Harry is still in the pitch as well. Lovely shot here indeed there, but it's Petty who's got the outside, so Hogg's on the inside. Oh my goodness me, Hogg sides us through there. Oh, and Petty has gone over the grass there. Yellow flag there for the race decent point driver there. Unfortunate for Penny, and unfortunate there, and that's unfortunate as Hog there got himself up into a position. Lovely stuff indeed there for Hog there. And now then Sprint there, who's having a bit of a challenging start to his championship campaign this season, isn't he? Not a good start indeed for Sprint, was it? And then of course was wrong-footed, wasn't he? But he's now in 9th position at the moment, Sprint is, and he is behind Hog at the moment. And they're back on board then with T7. And I gotta say that in terms of the engine noises, I do like the Ferrari engine. It's absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely a beautiful sounding car, isn't it? And we've got 2 Ferrari engine power cars really putting the pressure on the Renault Power McLaren at the moment then. And that is Timmy at the moment, who is currently in 2nd position, and he hasn't stopped then. He is out of sync with these guys here, and we've got a bit of sunshine bursting through those grey clouds here in Australia. And now Max has now got a 1.7 second advantage there. He's really starting to push up as well. Hog has passed PB, and PB has dropped down into 8th position. Make that noise for a Sprint there, siren through into turn 14, and he passes PB and over to 8th position. Lovely stuff indeed then. Back in this battle here, because this is the closest battle on track at the moment then, and this is going to get very interesting indeed, isn't it? So it's now the gap is up to 1.8 seconds, 1.9 seconds now then, and PB is in the pits then. So for the Haas team, and I think that might be well, it's a bit early for a medium stop for the medium compound tyres, perhaps. We'll find out. We'll find out though later on to see if that strategy is going to pay dividends or not later on in the session then. So Timmy there is, at the moment there, is the only man, I think, not to have stopped yet. Indeed he is, apart from Fizzy as well. In 5th position, Fizzy had a nightmare qualifying, but in the race, he's doing a much better job at the moment there, isn't he? Good stuff indeed there from, from Fizzy then. So hopefully he can get some points there on the board there for the Mercedes driver then. So it'd be interesting. Timmy is looking, is still looking very competitive up there at the moment. There's no reason for him to pit yet, is there? Of course, he'll be swapping to the hard tyres and go to the end then. Surely, I think that'll be probably the most sensible strategy from this point on. Possibly, maybe, unless he is going to try and get to a sensible window and perhaps put on the soft tyres. Now that's going to be an interesting strategy, isn't it? Can those soft tyres do a sensible amount of lappage around here, which is probably got to be on the mind there of Timmy. Let's look at this. Steve going on the inside. He passes Timmy there. I know that just as I was saying that Timmy was doing a reasonable pace there, he gets passed by Steve, and now then T7 is now all over the back. He needs to strike now, doesn't he? He doesn't want to let Steve go as well. He's on the outside. Timmy is on the inside. T7 there, giving him enough room there on the inside. That lovely racecraft from both drivers. I love it indeed. That as a sprinters have really close and Hog submissions. Lovely shot, and look at that front wheel there, very close there. Oh my goodness me, they're on the grass there, and Hog is still through the Sprint out the back out there. And goodness me, Sprint is getting strong armed here tonight, isn't he? Goodness gracious me there. And now then we're just at half distance here in this race as well. I said there's a bit of sunshine. No, there it is. I was going to say there's a bit of sunshine, but it's getting very grey again and overcast here in Albert Park there. Of course, it's the first race of the season, and we've got a 22 race calendar this season, haven't we? As we go to all sorts of the globe then, as we start off in Australia, and we will finish in the desert of Bahrain now, which is usually the second race of the circuit of the season. No, from T-Tommy's on the inside, forcing his way through, and Timmy dropping down to first position. No, because Timmy is still back through. Oh my goodness me, look at that's Timmy, fantastic driving there from Timmy, well done. And wow, that's impressive stuff there from Timmy, really good stuff indeed then. And now then he's got DRS once again, the champion, as I said. And Timmy there is not going to let him through, is he? Not by any stretch of imagination. Sprint and Hog are battling as well. That's an incredible battle. Hog is still there, isn't he? And Hog is not giving up this battle for 7th position easily, is he? And of course they are on different strategies as well, those two are. But now then Sprint has got DRS, and of course he's in the 1 second rule. That is where he needs to be to get the drag reduction system. He has got it. But look at Hog, and he's very quick down that start-finish straight, isn't he? And this time around, Sprint is not alongside him, is he? Hog there really having troubles there, just turning the car there, as you felt the car was just wobbling a bit, wasn't it? And Sprint this time around not really challenging this much at the moment then. So then back on board there now. I think the question is now, what is Timmy going to be doing on terms of strategy? Oh goodness me, we've got a problem. It's Sprint. We just missed him. We just left. Oh, Sprint there down that big curve there, and oh dear. Sprint there, who was at an absolutely cracking qualifying. He's having a miserable race, isn't he, Sprinters? What a difficult start here in Australia. What a shame there for Sprint. and the AlphaTauri there, and he just dropped all the way. He's in the point sprinters there. I know these points are very crucial, with the points going down into 10th position now, isn't it? Of course, that's been a rule which has been in place now for about 10 years, hasn't it? But remember, it used to be just down into well, sixth position originally. Then it was up to 8, and now it's up to 10th position as well. Into the pits there comes Timmy there, and what tires are going with 17 out of 29 laps to go. Then I think that this might be half-house, but he is going on to the hard tires. That has to be the only sensible decision here at this stage of the proceedings. But Timmy is going to be a big factor later on there with the tires that are going to be absolutely fresh to the daisy, aren't they? And Hogg then is all on his lonesome at the moment. He's going to go. He is out in front there of Timmy. He is out in front of Timmy. So that's going to be a bit. That's going to cause Timmy a bit of delay then, getting through Hogg and back up in the 6th position then. And Hogg, as we've seen there with his battle sprint now, is not a very easy man to overtake. As he into his pits comes sprint as well then, as let's see then as the AlphaTauri boys are coming out, and I think that's a wing change as well, is it? It is a wing change. I wonder if he I think there might have been a slight bit of damage there on that wing. We didn't see any end plates there, but these wings are so delicate, so susceptible to damage. Yellow flag as what's happened. That's Rizzle Sticks there who's recovering, I think, or is he letting the leaders through? He might be letting the leaders through actually in a 14th position as well then. As, now they're all starting to stretch their legs at the moment. So they're on board there with the champion, who's in front position. Steve is currently second at the moment. They're 3.1 seconds away from Maxi, but this is the big talking point of the race at the moment, and that is Maxi is on the medium compound tire. Steve is on the hard tires, along with T. Sammy as well. Then they have done 13 laps. Then all of the top runners have, and that's a lot of lappage. Fizzy has done a lot of laps on those hard tires. I'm not sure Fizzy hasn't come in the pitch yet, has he? So Fizzy is doing absolutely fantastic job out there, as far as I'm aware as well. Let's take a look there, shall we? Yeah, Fizzy hasn't come in the pits, and he's doing absolutely splendidly well on those hard tires, isn't he? And I wonder if Fizzy might be a man, might be going to the hard, might be going to the soft tires at the end as well. Oh, this could be very tasty indeed. Then in the final stages then of this Australian Grand Prix, then Fizzy is going to be a factor in this race. I have no doubt about that. He's doing a cracking job, a miserable qualifying, an absolutely stupendous race at the moment there. Lovely stuff indeed there from Fizzy. And just on board then with Hogg at the moment, and he is 7/10 of a second away from 7/10 of a second away from Hogg, I should say. Is Tim at the moment, and he has got the fresh tires, hasn't he? Is Hogg going to get to the end there on those hard tires? He's done 8 laps. Then they should be okay there. They should be okay, but of course, then, as I said before, I'm not really a very strategical man, and that's putting it mildly indeed. Then as I adjust my old headset, because I've got a very sweaty head all of a sudden, and gosh, and I'm really struggling to keep my headset on my head, especially with this full head of hair as well. And gosh, I look like Goldilocks. No, is it Goldilocks, or is it, I don't know, who's the one with the long hair? I don't know. Thumbelina? No, Thumbelina's the little woman, is it? Oh well. All I know is I got really long hair now. I look like Bon Jovi at the moment. Anyway, enough about that and my appalling hairstyles. We need to be focusing on this race with 10 laps to go here in Australia. As Jan has said, a very good race up to now. It's been a great race, hasn't it? Shame about the difficulties we've had the stream. Then I'm going to have to give the old Sky guys a bit of a kick in, ain't I? At the end of this one. Anyway, then Timmy is now in 7th position. Then we've also got Harry, who is really causing Penny some real big grievance there at home, isn't he? In the battle for 8th and 9th position. Both McLarens are on the attack, aren't they? Here's the first McLaren. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And here's Harry in the second McLaren. Both McLarens are looking strong this season, aren't they? Potentially, could we see them challenging for the constructors? Maybe. We'll find out then. And look at this as he's got onto the grass there. Timmy has he's also caused himself to lose momentum then as well. So that is so that's a bit unfortunate there, isn't it, from Timmy's point of view then. So he's lost a bit of momentum then, and Harry's dropped back from Penny as well. And Penny's on 17 laps there on the start. Sprint is at the fast of the race then, and we got one of the Ferraris, I think, who is I think it's Rizzle Sticks there. I think Rizzle Sticks is just trying to get out of the way actually. So Sprint's at the fast of the race. Of course, that bonus point for fast up is still eligible this season. I mean. this season there. So of course, Sprint is at 15 seconds away from getting that bonus point because of the Rapunzel. Thank you, Lee Valentine. It's Rapunzel. Oh goodness me, then. And now then, is Petty there is under attack once again. It's Harry. Harry's really causing Petty some grief there. And into the pits comes Hog. Then so Hog is in the pits, and Timmy has been released. And I think Timmy's having that. And both McLarens have been released. I'm wondering there if they got their good old friend Ron Dennis on the blower there and just told them guys to come to pits. And perhaps then lovely stuff indeed. Then Rachel Hughes, great racing. It's absolutely fantastic racing at the moment, isn't it? And out of the pits comes Hog. Then Petty is also out of the pits as well. Lovely stuff indeed. There, gap at the front is 2.1 seconds. Then is Maxi going to? I think that Maxi started on the soft tire, didn't he? Is he going to be able to get to the end on the medium tires from there? That is, he does need to pit again, but I don't think those medium tires are going to get to the end. Surely then T. Sammy has dropped back to almost 4 seconds away, and really struggling for pace at this stage of the race, isn't he? Goodness me, really showing them out there, isn't he? T. Sammy, the current defending champion. Then, yellow flag, and what's that? Rizzle Sticks is gone. He is out of the race. Then, and a big smash indeed there for Rizzle Sticks. Then, and that's a virtual safety car, isn't it? So that's another retire there for. Oh, he flipped the car. He's on its side. Oh my goodness me. Oh dear. Good job they got the halo. Oh gosh. So of course we had. I think it was Granty was it that also flipped his car over there as well. Goodness me, these cars are a bit light, aren't they? Of course, I think Murray Walker used to be quoted saying that the cars was half as the weight is half as mini. They are a bit more heavier than that now. Fizzy is in the pits then, so he's rolling the dice and he's on the soft tires head to the end of the race. Then those soft tires got to do 8 laps, and this might actually is it going to get him around for Timmy? We're on board Timmy then. The Mercedes on the other side of the wall, but I think he's through. He is through. What about Harry? Harry's also got to adhere to. Now it's all back out, and there's Fizzy looking for Fizzy is right in the mixer. What a strategy call there for Fizzy. He is in 6th position. Absolutely fantastic stuff indeed. He is on the soft tires, well, but he's got to get up to temperature, albeit they do come out of the tire blankets very toasty indeed. Then Steve is on the march, isn't he? He's 1.7 seconds away from Maxi now. Who is going to win the first race of F1 2020? Who is going to win the first race of 2020 of season 8 here in IRC? 5-second penalty there for PB for being a bit too on the gas there. PB is currently doing a cracking job in 10th for this now on the cusp of points then, but Spring will get into the points there. He'll also get a bonus point for fastest lap as well. So Fizzy is now starting to stretch his legs in his battle for 5th and 6th. And he's the meat of the McLaren sandwich. But I think that Timmy is going very nervously looking over his shoulder now, isn't he? Because Fizzy's on those soft tires. He had the under 12 laps on those soft tires. I could bet my bottom dollar on that. So I think that we do have some dodgy lappage there, don't we? And look at this. Maxi is really feeling the strain. There was 7 laps to go, and this could be a grandstand finish. We got a Ferrari leading. You got Ferrari leading, a Ferrari power car in second, a Ferrari power car in third position. It's Ferrari everywhere you see it. But at the moment there it's a Haas who is really putting the pedal to the metal, and he's really putting the pressure on Maxi there. 1.5 seconds separation as well. There's T. Sammy, he's currently 4.5 seconds back as well. T. Sammy's not going to answer this man. Steve is at the moment there in the box seats as he's looking absolutely fantastic. There's his target in front. It's the red car. It's Maxi as well. Hog is set the fast out of the race as well. Lovely stuff from Hog then. We mentioned in the build up to this show that we are expecting the laps to go be absolutely frantic this season, aren't we? And a lot of lap records in RC is going to be broken, I think, as well. And down there, gap is 2.1 seconds right there is in the front of us. I think that was PB, Steve's teammate there, and in the Kevin Magnussen car then, PB is as well. Of course, at this moment in the season, then of course they're just using the driver cars numbers rather than the actual their personal numbers, which is such a shame really, because I think that having personal numbers on the cars just makes the championship more interesting. That's just my opinion, but of course it hasn't took away from the racing. One iota has at the moment there, and Max is now really started to he's gained 0.2 of a second out there, and look at PB's got some pace out there at the moment. Good stuff indeed then. Really lovely stuff indeed then. It's now this is what we're looking forward to at the moment. And who is going to be winning who is going to be winning the Australian Grand Prix. Well, currently, as Lee Van Tine just asked, what lap times they run at the moment then? Oh, as we come out of the because a sprint there has dropped down. Oh, Hogg has had some issues, I think, and he's just recovering, and is he damaged the car? JJ is also past double as well then, and I'm not sure what's happened there, but both runners simultaneously had some issues there. Yeah, Lee Van Tine just asked, what kind of lap times they're running? Well, we've just done a 23 from Hogg, I think it was then, and of course then the actual lap record around here is like a 24.2, isn't it, by Michael Schumacher in 2004. So the times around here is absolutely rapid, and the IRC lap record around here is actually at 26, which is held by Roscoe. So we're already 3 seconds under that bar already. So it's incredible, isn't it, how quickly these cars are. As I see, they're just getting a bit too much wetty there, wasn't he, on the power, and he had to correct that car there, correct the oversteer, I should say. Then Maxi there is that the laps have taken down then. I feel that Maxi is still on the ropes there, as a Steve is just biding this time now, but he can't bide his time too much because T Sammy is only 3.3 seconds away at the moment. Fizzy is less than a second back as well from Timmy as well, and we've got Williams there just having a ghost in the middle there, and there he is indeed then. But unfortunately for JJ, he is not involved in this battle as such, but he might be involved in the battle for points later on in the season then. But I think will that give DRS there to Timmy? I don't think it will. No, it won't, because Timmy overtook him before the detection zone as well. But so JJ gets the DRS zone, and so does Fizzy then. On board then with Fizzy, lovely stuff indeed, and has to be precise in these cars, don't you? In 2020, it's a brutal sport sometimes, and Timmy there is going to be feeling Fizzy there very much on the back of his rear wing, isn't he? He ain't going to be able to avoid. But look at that silver arrow, which is the Mercedes, isn't it? And as they come down into turn number 6 as well, Timmy currently at the moment, as you can see, not taking too much curve there. Timmy is at the moment. So to me, that means he isn't pushing, or perhaps I was just trying to give us curves a wide berth as well. So JJ giving a bit of a weave at there. Then I think he just is like you just like being in the shop, perhaps. Then, as of course you ghost on this game when you get lapped, then, which I think is a good idea, but also takes away some perils, doesn't it, of the leaders as well. So I'm a bit too and fro for that. DRS then on this back side. There's 3 DRSs around here, as I've said about on lap 25. JJ's gone then. We're going to the yellow flag in sector 3. Is there going to be? It's a safety car, and it is a safety car, and the leaders have already gone through. Is a Mac going to roll the dice and come the pits? And is he? He is in the pits then. And who else in the pits as well? Well, I think Fizzy's just come on the soft tires. Is he going to come in the pits again? I don't think he should he? He is coming in the pits there, so Fizzy is in the pits then. And really, I think that's probably the safest bet, really, isn't it? So he's in the pits as well then. So this is going to get very busy in the pit lane as well then. So there's soft tires on Matt's car. There, what about the McLaren guys as well? They're going to work. There are all the soft tires. I would be surprised if anyone comes in which is not on the soft tires. Harry just coming in the pits as well. Petty is Petty's up to 8th position. Lovely stuff indeed. Then Hogg is in 9th position. Sprint in 10th position. This is a reprieve for sprint then, and Double also changing onto those soft tires as well in the Renault. Lovely stuff indeed then. So then so we're now down to 12 cars in this race then. 1.2 seconds the gap is, 1.3 seconds the gap is at the moment then between Steve and Maxi. And this is actually thrown, I feel that this has actually thrown Maxi a lifeline, because surely then that they're going to come in the pits to go on soft tires to the end of the race then. Because I doubt that Maxi will probably be crying out for some new tires, whilst Steve was probably feeling a bit more comfortable on those hard tires, wasn't it? 42 seconds the gap is at the moment, and they've all got to adhere to the delta, haven't they? And yes, and so that's really thrown the advantage back to Maxi then. What a shame then for Steve then, as they have to slow down there to 80 kilometers an hour and look into the pits. There comes the Friday, and they're going to work for the race leader. They're changing those tires, and he's out now then. Maxi, T Samuel also in the pits as well, and the Haas mechanics go to work as well. Look at the background there, just waiting for the now as Steve's out there as well. I thought he was getting hold of them. Also T Samuel in the pits as well. Now then, this is going to be very interesting indeed, isn't it? There, I don't think that there's any change of positions anywhere, apart from Fizzy, who is now in a 5th position. Did Timmy come in the pits? I think sorry, yes, they did come in the pits, and my apologies. I'm getting so wound up here. I need to sort myself out. Right then, so I think that I think everyone came in the pits today. I'm not sure if Hog did though, because Hog seems to be compositions harder up than what he started with at the moment. Then, and look in the background as well. So, Hog is got off the track slightly, and I think he's just distracting himself there at the moment, isn't he? So we're going to have a sprint finish to the end of this race then, and let's take stock then, shall we? We're on lap 26 out of 29 here in Australia. Maxi is leading the race then. Second position is Steve. Third position is T. Sammy. Fourth position is Matt. Fifth position is Timmy. Sixth is Fizzy. Hog is in seventh position. Eighth position is Harry. Ninth is Penny. PB is in 10th position. Fantastic drive from PB. Sprint just outside the points of 10th position. And 12th position is Double. And I'm sure Double's a lap down. Is he going to be allowed to be unlapped himself? I'm not sure if he will be at this stage of the race then. So the question we got now on everyone's minds really is who is going to win then this Australian Grand Prix then? Well, could it be Maxi's fourth race win? Could it be Steve's seventh race win? That'd be good stuff indeed. That for Steve. Sorry, sixth race win for Steve. And now T. Sammy's also been brought to the mix as well. Can T. Sammy get his 10th race win of his IRC career? Wow, then I gotta say then that this is it's anyone's ball game, isn't it? Now it's really going to be good stuff indeed. Then David Lawson saying this is going to be close. It is going to be close. I think it's going to be chaos as well. We love it, don't we? Safety car's not in, so we've got at least one more lap then behind the safety car. At least one more lap behind the safety car indeed. And hopefully it'll come at the end of 27. And we'll be back racing then for 3 laps. So we've got 3 sprint qualifying laps then here in Australia. Lovely stuff indeed then. And of course... And of course, then as well, it's going to be Victory Wallern as well, and also the fast lap is going to be up for grabs as well, isn't it? So yes, it's going to be absolutely, it's going to be fantastic. It really is, isn't it? And also said there's a reprieve for Sprint as well, as he is just outside the points as well, so he might fancy a couple of points as well. Then, so of course, remember next week we'll be going to Spain, won't we? Of course, it's a random calendar for IRC this season. So of course, we normally got the normal official calendar. We'll be going to Bahrain, but no, that's the end of the season now. It is a random season. It's a random calendar, and it will be Spain next week, everyone. So make sure you got that in your calendars, in your iPads, in your tablets, or whatever you do to remember appointments as well. All right, I want a sticky post-it note like I do. Right then, Bert Mylander. We hope as much as we love Bert Mylander, we want him to come in the pits at the end of this lap. Then I think we will come to the pits at the end of this lap. Then we're just waiting for Sprint and PB just to catch up to this crocodile of trains. Then, so Maxi, then I feel that this is I've actually swum back as into Max's way, as Jan has said, let's race. Yes, let's get back racing. And this is going to be fantastic into this incredible race. It's been a very juicy race, hasn't it? Been very intense. This race has a very it's been very enthralling, hasn't it? And I've got to say, I'm a bit disappointed about the safety car. At the same time, I'm loving it. Of course, we want to see if Steve could have caught and actually passed Maxi. There it is. That's the magical message. Safety car is in the slap then. Yes, I would have been interested to see if Steve could have won this race on the strategy he had chosen then, or had Maxi masterminded it and gone on to the medium tires and got to the end then. But with the safety car budged everyone up then, it is going to be incredibly close, isn't it? Towards the end of this session then. So Bernd Mylander is just being released and just going off into the distance then as well. Then Maxi then is coming into the final couple of corners, that he is letting him go. Then he is going with the pace setter as well. Remember, there's a lot of controversy about Maxi and T. Sammy starts at safety cars down in Italy. I think it's been much more cleaner, hasn't it? We're back racing, and here we go then. And for the for almost the second lap, for almost the final time, with one more. There's only 2 more laps to go then. C leads. Sorry, Maxi leads. And look at the McLaren. Card of Matt then and Timmy, and look at this, they came to burst this corner, they're going to do it again. No, Matt they got getting the inside there as well, but Timmy there, oh goodness me, taking very wide line there. See, look, also Fizzy's in front as well, and Matt's going off this 3 in the pinch there. Timmy's on the outside, Matt's on the inside, showing him the rear wheel, and Matt is still in front of him now with oh my goodness me, what's happening in the back? sprinting them. Double in 12th position as well. I don't think Double was allowed to unlap himself, unfortunately. It was too close to home, wasn't it? Unfortunately for Double, but he's done a great job to still be in this race. That's what Double's about. It's about completing races. And unfortunately though, I think he was just probably getting used to the Renault car, wasn't he? So we see a much more attack there from Double in Spain next week, I feel. And now then there's Martin is back in front, but look at it! Oh, contact there! As Timmy is trying to go on the outside there, but Matt was having none of it whatsoever at all, was it? The car for the front now is 3 seconds already between the... Oh my goodness me! Oh God! Hog is off the track! He spun it! He spun it! And Hog there is out of the points right at the end there. And what about this happening here then? And Sprinters pass. Oh goodness me! And that's also Double there as well. I thought it was Hog for some reason. It was Double. And we're on lap 28 out of 29. This is the final lap then here in Australia, and we're covering the final turn then. And look, all those fastest laps being set then. It's going to be a lorry of fastest laps, isn't it? And now it's the final lap now then. We're now into the 22s then. Great times out there, really good times. Steve, is he going to send one at the inside then? This is the final chance he's got then. And look at this, and it's the top three. Maxi, Steve, T. Sammy then. Those are the podium positions at the moment. And Matt is at 2 seconds away at the moment. He is at, and I think he's happy because now Fizzy and Timmy are now fighting with each other, aren't they? They've forgotten about him at the moment then. But I think it's the close battle in front of the moment. Maxi leads C in second position, and third position is oh, Fizzy! Timmy's gone! Timmy's down the order! He's dropped, he's had a problem there in turn 5. I think it's after an incredible race for Timmy. Oh no, and of course we had a couple of races like this, a couple of races last season where it just didn't go right in the race then, and now Sprint has moved up into 8th position. Timmy, what a nightmare final lap then. Oh, what a shame then. And always T something there taking a bit of liberties there at turn 11 there, isn't he? And he was trying to get a slingshot, wasn't he? And as that now then we're coming into the final couple of course as well. Maxi then, it might be about penalties. I haven't seen many penalties though. They've been very well behaved today, haven't they? Good stuff indeed then. Is now we're coming into the final turn and we're going to have a Ferrari who, oh, it's Timmy has dropped down the order once again. He's got damage, major damage there. But Maxi coming out of the final corner and he wins the first race of the season. Maxi does, what a win! And Steve is second position, third position is T. Sammy, fourth position is Matt there. Fizzy is going to come through in that 5th position, good drive from Fizzy. Harry in 6th position, Petty in a crack in 7th position, Sprint in 8th position, 9th is PB, and Timmy, what a disappointment for PB. Oh, PB has got an second 5 second unsub penalty. Is that going to help Hog? I think Hog is too far back. He is too far back, but this man wasn't too far back, was he? What a race there from Maxi, absolutely brilliant stuff there. And what a way to start off for Ferrari, and it's an all Ferrari, it's an all Ferrari podium there as well with all Ferrari power cars. Petty getting the driver of the day award, and I think that's richly deserved, isn't it? I think Fizzy might be a close second in that one as well. And Maxi is loving it, isn't he? And there he is. He's on top of the podium. And what a way to start season 8 then. And he is now top of the tree. And he's doing the traditional Lando Norris celebration with a bang in the bottle on the floor. Well, I've got to say, these three are in a league of their own, aren't they, at the moment? Because even in the last safety car, they were almost 3 seconds in front of 4th place, man. And those guys are going to be very difficult to beat, aren't they? Maxi getting the fastest up as well. Good stuff indeed then. So he gets the full 26 points set. Second position then was Steve in the end. Then what could have been the safety car might have robbed Steve from a possible race win. T. Sammy in 3rd position. 4th position was Matt. 5th position was Fizzy. 6th position was Harry. Penny 7th position was